The problem with religion and politics is that they are looked at as positions of power. People look at them and they listen to them and they hand their power over to them. And that is the only way that they are powerful. And this is what is so crazy, is that we see wars even to this day that are entirely about religion. We see wars that are about the politicians that are like, but it's our fuel, but it's our potash or whatever. I don't know what people are at war about, but that's the idea, right? Is that it's these big people in power that everybody looks at and is like, I don't have a say. Like, it's these people out there. And if we just pick the right politician, if we just pick the right religious leader, then the wars will end. No, they won't. Because here's what happens, is that we're sitting in a state of powerlessness, a lack of sovereignty, a lack of true freedom, when we say, if we just hire this politician, if I just switch to this religion or this church, if that religion just started identifying with this religion, if this and this, but that creates segregation when people are separated. The people that are in power become more powerful, because then you start investing yourself and your beliefs into them and giving your energy to them. The problem is we are seeing a lot of dismantling of people who seemed powerful to us. But what's important to understand is that they're just us. They're the same as us. They're not actually more powerful. The only reason they're more powerful is because you gave them your power. Is because you gave them the right to make rules about your body, about your religion, about your marital status. Is because human beings have willingly given power to other people out of fear, because they are afraid of what would happen, because they're afraid of the people who don't think like them. But what if those people who don't think like me do me wrong? So it's been created out of fear. And power, when you have power over somebody else, it can only be created by fear. It's like, I can't handle this. I couldn't possibly protect myself. God couldn't possibly protect me. So I have to give the power to man to make sure segregation happens, so that I don't have to go around those people who are scary. That's what that is. And religion and politics is the same. It's the same. Because the religious segregation is so rampant. Still to this day, you see there's churches that people would never consider walking into, mosques and all of these other beautiful religious buildings that people will not walk into. They won't even give it the time of day because they're afraid. And so they go back to their own religious leader, or they go back to their own spiritual beliefs, and they don't practice the actual state of unity that every single spiritual teaching encourages. They ignore the parts about unity, and they focus on the parts about fighting, and they make it about a fight because they're fearful. And the moment that you can take your power back, the less fear you can live in, the less power other people have over you. The less fear about being unincluded, about being poor, about being unlovable. When you can let go of those fears, you'll change the world, because you're not giving power to people who don't deserve to have fucking power. The people who should have power are the people who don't want power. That's a belief as old as the beliefs come. It's been around forever. We simply cannot let fear run the world anymore. Well, if we just vote for this person, if I just go to this church, if that person just started going to my church, everything would be fine. If they just started to believe what I believe, if this Muhammad follower just started following Jesus, they're the same. Actually, I don't know about that, but it's the same principles. It's the same fucking principles. And you're not focusing on that. You're focusing on the fear of difference. of uninclusion. So you have to include yourself in something. You have to run to your little clique, your political beliefs. You have to run to your religion. You have to run to your non-religion. You've got to run to only the people who you think are going to really help you get somewhere in life. Like, this is all just subjective based on social fucking construct. It's been created for years, and you're watching how it doesn't work. You're seeing the imbalances all over the universe. You're seeing the way that the earth is having to fight back at what humans have created out of fear. You see how the earth is imploding? How there's things happening everywhere, and you can see the power struggle of these humans in power because other humans are awakening. The more personal power you have, the less power they have. And this goes for a lot of different people. This goes for the super rich. I don't know how true this is anymore, but a lot of the super rich all come from one religion. And when I say super rich, I mean like, you've probably never even heard their names before, and they're the richest people on the planet. It's actually crazy how powerful it is when you give your power to something. You're seeing it right now with the social media. Everybody's leaving TikTok because no longer are we going to let. But the problem is now that this other app, now they're the ones in power. Oh, look, this app is so much better. It's fucking not. It's not. None of it's better. Stop running to something thinking it's going to save you. It's not. It's cute. It's fun. Be part of a movement. But at the end of the day, what, are you going to judge the people who weren't? Or you're going to be a part of that now? Wake up. We're all a part of the same thing. We are all just masses of cells made up by tiny little fucking particles of energy. We're all that. It's all that. And you're so focused on it creates pain. It creates strife. It creates poverty because we're separated. If we work together just to love each other, not judge each other, be a part of that religion, but then love every other religion. Can you do that? Could you let yourself be Catholic, go to a Roman Catholic church, and then look at the Mormons and say it's totally sane to think that Jesus just hopped his way over to America? That's totally sane and normal. And truly, from your gut, say, like, it's okay that you believe that. It's not just okay. I love that you believe that. I love that you have faith. That's beautiful. Can you do that? Because the moment you start to love and lead with faith, the less power other people have over you. That's powerful. You'll feel empowered. You start making decisions just for yourself. You stop basing your decisions on what other people are going to think because you're not a part of anything anymore except for the actual everything. The only one thing you're truly part of is that we're all just energy. This is science. This is like science you learn in grade 9, at least in Canada. Everything is made up of energy. No cells truly ever fucking touch. We're all just energy coinciding. If you break it all down, it's just the way that the energy works. I'm so dense. It's because of where we are. We're dense. Everything's dense. I can't pop through this energetic barrier. Right here is a wall. I can't get through that. That's just science. Spirituality is science. We're energy. God is energy. We are all God. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. And not in like a nihilistic way, but in like a way of like, it doesn't matter that you have the faith that you have. I love that. I just love that you have the faith that you have. And I love that I have the faith that I have. And I love that everywhere I look, I see people have faith in something, anything. It's gorgeous. Have faith in yourself. What if you had as much faith as you have in like your floor holding you up when you walk into your house, or the cement, the sidewalk staying there as you take each step? Can you have that kind of faith in yourself? Because that's personal power. And then you won't even need the religion anymore. You'll start to look at it. It's all the same. It's all the same. So powerful. You don't need religion and politicians to be empowered, right? We're seeing that before our eyes everywhere. People are getting richer. People are getting healthier. How? Because they believe in themselves. They took personal steps to better themselves. What happens when you just, I couldn't possibly lose the weight on my own. I have to take Ozempic. What's going to happen? Just wait. Give it 5 years. Stop disempowering yourself. You have it all inside of you. It's all in there. So potent and powerful. You don't need anything outside of you. You truly don't. I love you. And you're powerful. It's good. It's good. It's good to look at your neighbor and say, I love you, even if I don't agree with you. Even if we're on different pages. I love you. No one's better than the other. It's just neutral. Peace and love.